this oath-taking and induction ceremony for our children, these young ones that will be inducted into the pharmacy profession. I want to seek your indulgence and be very grateful, even though he's not yet on his seat, to the Vice Chancellor, who has made it important to be here. He has decided to leave every other thing and is here. He's already in procession. And so, please, may I request that you please rise when the procession comes in. The head of the university here, Professor K.O. Adebowale. Please let us rise for the procession. Thank you. The academic procession is led by the faculty officer of the Faculty of Pharmacy, Mrs. Chinyere Alawode, and is followed by Dr. Michael Obaro, representing the CMD UCH, and is followed by the guest speaker, the keynote speaker of today, pharmacist Olatunbosun Adewale Adedeji. I can also see the Director of Pharmaceutical Services, Oyo State Southwest Director, Mrs. Ogunlola. Dr. Aderebigbe is following. And we have the representative of the Registrar, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, following. And also the representative of the Registrar, University of Ibadan, Mr. A.M. Adewumi. We have the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Titi Layo Ofakeye, FPC FAM, and the Vice Chancellor, the chairman of this occasion, Thank you. May we now have the anthems, please. The national anthem, university anthem, and the faculty anthem. Thank you.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land, though tribe and tongue may in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Thank you. Please, may I invite Dr. Nike Okunlola to lead the opening prayers. Please. Thank you.
Shall we pray? Father, Lord, we commit this ceremony, 2022-2023, oath-taking induction into pharmacy profession into your hands. We are grateful for how far you have brought this set, this unique, peculiar set, the last set of BPharm admission in the University of Ibadan. We thank you, Lord, for the lecturers that took them through this journey. We are grateful to the faculty and the proud parents for providing them with resources and well-wisdom to accomplish this feat. We commit these ones into your hand. We commit the ceremony into your hand, for I have prayed in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. We thank the Lord for giving us this day, and we thank everyone who is here for making it a date with our children, those ones who have been subjected to the crucible and they have come out clean. They have come out well, worthy to be presented to the whole world, to the world of pharmacy as inductees today. They are our students, but any moment from now, any moment after just a few minutes, they will be pronounced pharmacists. This has been a very long, tortuous journey, but we thank God and congratulate the parents of these inductees for having these wonderful children. CY generis, they have called themselves, oh yes, because they are the ones who are going to end that period from 1980-81 session when pharmacy was established as a department, and when it was raised in 2003 to a faculty with 5 departments, now 6 departments. We are happy to say that these will be the last set, because the next set is going to be the Pharm D group of students that will be coming, that are already here, and will be graduating from the Faculty of Pharmacy. And so we are happy to have here today. These are 26 candidates that we are putting forward as inductees. And the Vice Chancellor of the Premier University himself has decided to come and bid farewell to these students who will be welcomed by the Registrar of Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. Please, may I urge you to please put your hands together for this wonderful gentleman, a father of pharmacists and a father of Ibadan, Professor Kayode O. Adebowale, FAS, FAAS, FRS, Fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry, and MNI, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, and the chairman of this occasion. Another round of applause for the Vice Chancellor, please. Congratulations, you are lucky. Children, you are very, very lucky. We thank God for giving us this opportunity. And also, we have here the Dean of the faculty. When I saw the Dean 2 days ago, I didn't know that her tummy is big enough to give birth to 26 children at the same time. This is a wonder of these moments. Please put your hands together also for Professor Titi Fakeye, the Dean of Pharmacy. Right from the big place up there, because induction itself carries a ritual. And that ritual is to let these children know, to let these inductees know that they are stepping into a glorious, into an honorable profession. We have one person who himself was like this, 1987, in this place, even though he's still looking much younger than his age, to be the guest speaker, to tell the inductees that there are opportunities that exist out there. And today, as a keynote speaker, we have in our midst pharmacist Olatunbosun Adedeji, UI alumnus 1987, as the guest speaker. We are very happy today. The Pharmacy Council of Nigeria Registrar is supposed to be here, but for very reasons beyond our control, it has not been possible. But today, to represent him is one person who is so used to the University of Ibadan, like he is a son of the soil himself. We have among us today Pharmacist Dr. Anthony Idoko, FPSN, the Director of Education and Training, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. You are most welcome, sir. And also, we have among us Pharmacist Ogunlola, the Director, Southwest Zonal Director of Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. Pharmacist Ogunlola, you are most welcome. Thank you so much. Of course, the faculty officer is here, Mrs. Chinyere Alawode. Thank you so much. You're welcome. We also are happy to welcome in our midst the Director of Pharmaceutical Services, Dr. Adeyinka, who will be stepping in any moment from now. But I know that we have the alumni president, pharmacist Dr. Yinka Adeyemi, FP. CP Farm. You are most welcome, ma. Thank you so much, ma. Oh, Pharmacist Adeyinka himself is here. Please welcome the Director of Pharmaceutical Services, Dr. Adeyinka, to please the high table. Please, we're waiting for you. Please put your hands together until he's seated. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. You are welcome. Please, let's put up, inductees, let's put up the applause for the people who have come to honor you. Thank you so much. Also, we have the Director, Pharmaceutical Services, Ministry of Health, Pharmacist Moses Adewale. Please, Pharmacist Moses Adewale, come to the high table. Thank you so much. Also, we have here in our midst, you are most welcome, DPS. Thank you so much, sir. Also representing the Registrar of University of Ibadan, we have Mr. M.A. Adewumi representing the Registrar. Thank you so much, sir. You are most welcome. We're happy to have you here. Also representing the University Librarian, we have Mrs. Mamadou here, the University of Ibadan. Mrs. Mamadou, you are most welcome. Thank you so much, ma'am. Also from our practice area, the Chief Medical Director of UCH is here with us, here represented by one of the teachers in the faculty as well, Dr. Michael S. Obaro, this CMAC Ethics. We thank you so much. We recognize all the professors in this place, both, and there is one person who doubles as both a dean in the University of Ibadan and a parent of one of our children, one of the inductees here. Please welcome specially Professor Mrs. O. Oshonibare. Professor O. Oshonibare is Dean of Science. We thank the Lord for you. Congratulations. We pray to see more of this. We also welcome and recognize the Dean, Faculty of Basic Clinical Sciences, UCH, University of Ibadan. Professor F.A. Fentola, you are most welcome, sir. Thank you so much. We also recognize one-time dean of the faculty of this faculty, the Faculty of Pharmacy, Professor S.O. Idowu. Please put your hands together for Professor S.O. Idowu. Also among us, we have a Vice Chancellor, another Vice Chancellor, Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola. Okay, I understand she'll be coming in any moment from now. Thank you so much. We welcome Professor O.O. Oyindamola Abiodun. Professor Abiodun, you are welcome. We welcome Professor Adeleke as well. Please permit me to suspend this here now so that we can go straight to the program, and then we'll continue the recognitions later. But please, everyone, you are really most welcome, and we thank and congratulate the parents of these inductees. When you have so many children now doing so many things and then giving their parents and the nation heartaches, you are lucky to have provided and produced these ones that we are happy and proud to present as pharmacists to the whole world today. Please, a round of applause for yourselves and a round of applause for all the parents that are here. May I then please invite the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy, Professor Titilayo O. Fakeye, for her welcome address. Please put your hands together for the Dean of Pharmacy, Professor Titilayo Fakeye. We can do better than that. Please, let's go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Adebowale, Registrar of the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, represented by Dr. Anthony Idoko, Registrar of the University, represented, University Librarian, represented by Mrs. Mahmood, and all other principal officers of the university present, past deans of the Faculty of Pharmacy, especially Professor Idowu is here seated, deans of faculties in the university, Professor Feyintola of the Basic Clinical Medicine, Professor Olufunke Ola Davis, my very good friend of Veterinary Medicine, and Professor Shonibare, who is here as a parent, but not as a dean of the university, in the university. Professors, heads of department, teachers, technical staff and administrators, invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the new graduated pharmacists. With a joyful heart, I give glory, honor, thanks and adoration to the Almighty God who has made today possible at this time. I also appreciate the Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Kayode Adebowale, and the Senate of the university, whom the Lord used to make this outing possible today. Majority of us understand what I just mean by that. Please, I need a... I also want to express my sincere gratitude to the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor Aderonke Mbayeroju, the Director Academic Planning, Professor A.E. Ayodele, and the Director for GES, Professor P.A. Amosun, for the roles played in ensuring that this class is able to have their induction ceremony at this time. I use this opportunity to show my immense gratitude to my colleagues, teaching and non-teaching staff in the Faculty of Pharmacy. Given the intense pressure to finish up, grade script for main exams and receipts for the past 1 year, I wonder how we are still standing. But I give glory to God that we are still standing. The staff had to postpone their personal leave for this year in order to ensure that everything goes smoothly. I believe the staff of pharmacy also deserve. The induction of pharmacy students into the profession is a remarkable achievement, and the parents and teachers who have been their guiding lights throughout this journey are commended. Parents have been the bedrock upon which these graduates build their dreams, despite facing challenges and self-doubt many times. Their unwavering support has been the bedrock upon which these graduates build their dreams. Teachers have been more than instructors. They have been mentors, role models, and advocates. They have ignited curiosity, sparked passion, and instilled a sense of purpose. Their tireless efforts in the classroom, laboratory, and beyond have shaped these graduates into competent and hopefully compassionate pharmacists. Their dedication extends far beyond textbooks, teaching the students empathy, or these graduates empathy, resilience, and the heart of lifelong learning. To the parents who whispered, "You can do it," and the teachers who challenged, "You can do better," we thank you. Your impact transcends certificates. It lives in the lives these pharmacists will touch, the patients they'll care for, and the communities they will serve. Together, we celebrate the graduates as future healers, innovators, and advocates for better health care. We also raise our heart to the parents who believed and the teachers who inspired. Your collective efforts have won a tapestry of success, and today we see its vibrant colors. To the students or to the graduates, today marks a significant milestone in your journey. As the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy, it is with mixed feeling in my heart that I stand before you to bid you farewell, because it's hard to bid adieu to a cohort of talented individuals who have become an integral part of our community, and also because I see the promise and potential radiating from each of you. In the years you've spent within these halls, you've not only absorbed knowledge, but have also cultivated the skills and values that define a pharmacist. You've studied tirelessly, delved into the complexities of pharmaceutical science, and honed your clinical expertise. But beyond the textbooks and the lab coats, you've also imbibed the essence of compassion, integrity, and professionalism. As you step out into the world, remember that being a pharmacist is not merely a profession. It's a calling, a commitment to serving humanity. Each prescription you fill, each consultation you provide, carries the weight of someone's well-being. You have the power to alleviate suffering, to promote health, and to make a tangible difference in people's lives. Never underestimate the impact of your actions, no matter how seemingly small they may be. With this privilege, however, comes great responsibility. The healthcare landscape is evolving rapidly, presenting new challenges and opportunities. Embrace change with open arms, for it is through adaptation and innovation that you will thrive in this dynamic field. Stay abreast of the latest advancements, engage in lifelong learning, and never lose sight of your ethical compass. Furthermore, remember to cultivate empathy and cultural competence. Each patient you encounter comes with a unique set of circumstances, beliefs, and needs. Take the time to listen, to understand, and to tailor your approach accordingly. Treat every interaction as an opportunity to foster trust and build meaningful connections. Remember that you are carrying the legacy of the esteemed University of Ibadan, the first in Nigeria, and true to its name, with you as you begin this new chapter. Your path will be illuminated by the ideals that have been ingrained in you here, even during the darkest of circumstances. Treasure the experiences you have had, the relationships you've built, and the knowledge you've gained. Dare to dream, to aspire, and to push the boundaries of what is possible. Also, let God guide you every inch of the way. If you know him and allow him to lead you, you can never go astray. I want to express my deepest administration and gratitude to each and every one of you. It has been an honor and a privilege to witness your growth and development. As you spread your wings and soar to new heights, remember that you will always have a home here, a place where you are celebrated and welcomed with open arms. Congratulations, pharmacists. The world awaits your brilliance. Go forth and shine.
Go forth and shine. That's the last sentence of the dean to the inductees today. Please permit me to recognize and bring to the high table the Chairman, Board of Pharmacists, Fellow, Pa, Pharmacist Adetunji Amole. These are the people who saw it from the beginning, and they are still among us today, and they have come to honor this sitting. Please welcome Pa Adetunji Amole. Baba Ekabo, Erama Agbese Loko Kan, Abe Rinkan. Thank you so much, sir. Adúpẹ́ o. Also, it is our pleasure to bring to the high table the representative of the chairman, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, Oyo State, represented by pharmacist Adedayo Akala, is representing Colonel Dr. Adedejiri, the chairman of Oyo State PSN. Thank you so much. You are welcome, sir. Please permit me, with all the magnanimity that you have, to please pardon me that I made a very serious omission. We have among us the Dean of Vet. I'm sure when we leave this place, we will kill so many cows and fowls, and the only one who can sanction and certify them in the first place is the Dean of Vet. Please put your hands together for Professor Ola Davis, the Dean of Vet. Thank you so much, man. We are grateful. We recognize every head of department and the mentors and teachers of these children today who have given us that opportunity to express that motto of pharmacy, the Chendo Curamos, which means we care about learning. We care very seriously about learning. We take it so seriously. And if anybody has not taken learning seriously, that person will not be among these inductees. Please, another round of applause for these children who have made us proud. And so, it is my pleasure, my singular honor and privilege, and I think I'm going to put this in my CV, to invite the father of Ibadan, the father of the premier, a lover of pharmacy. We are grateful to him and the Senate especially for allowing this occasion to hold. But for them, but for the Vice Chancellor, but for the Senate, we will not be here today. Please, Registrar, put a good round of applause for the Vice Chancellor, Professor Keo Adebowale. Please rise up to your feet to welcome the father of Ibadan University. You're most welcome, sir.
Thank you. Please kindly sit. Thank you very much. The principal officers of the university, the registrar, ably represented, the university librarian, ably represented. Let me also appreciate the registrar of the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, who I know is also ably represented. The Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy, the Dean, Faculty of Science, Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, the Dean, the Faculty of Basic Clinical Sciences, other deans that are present here, other faculty members that are present. Let me also appreciate Chief Adetunji Amole, the President of the Board of Fellows of Pharmacists, other colleagues that are present, the faculty officer, parents, families, the guardians of inductees of today, our distinguished inductees, gentlemen of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Also, let me appreciate the keynote address speaker. It's a privilege for me to be with you this morning. Today appears to be very, very busy in the calendar of the university. And that's why you did not find a full complement of principal officers. We're well aware of this program, but you know, we have to share ourselves to various places. Actually, it's the Deputy Vice Chancellor academic that is supposed to be here, because I've already minuted it to her that she should represent me. But I just found by the time we shuffled the program again, She had to go to the College of Medicine for another program. And I felt that, just like you have said that I'm a friend of pharmacy, that's why you are finding me here. It's a privilege and honor to be here. And I know that today again, we stand on the threshold of history, as our gathering here is to perform what I want to call a solemn ritual of admitting new entrants into the pharmacy profession. I'm delighted to profoundly welcome you all to today's oath-taking and induction ceremony of the University of Ibadan Bachelors of Pharmacy class of 2022 and 2023. I also want to specially congratulate the parents, the guardians, the guests, and well-wishers of the inductees, who I know have toiled and have labored over these new sets of Ibadan pharmacy graduates who are to be inducted into the pharmacy profession today. Today's oath-taking and induction ceremony is for welcoming and admitting the fresh graduates into the profession. The inductees have been trained, they have been examined in the best tradition of excellence that has, over the years, stood the University of Ibadan as the first and the best. We hold this very close to our chest, and we do all that it takes for us to be able to raise up our shoulders, among the best universities in the world. These inductees of today have been found worthy both in character and in learning. And that is in line with our motto, our mantra, which is in terms of character and in learning. The mantra of the University of Ibadan is Racte Sapre Fons. And the meaning of it is to think straight is the fount of knowledge. We know that it is when a thinking is not perturbed that we'll be able to generate knowledge from it. And we are proud of those inductees of today. Let me salute the courage of the Faculty of Pharmacy staff that is ably led by Professor Titilayo Ofakeye for the unrelenting efforts that have culminated in the success that we are celebrating today. I also want to commend the Registrar of the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, who I know, Pharmacy Ibrahim Babashehu Ahmed, who is ably represented by Dr. Anthony Idoko. We also appreciate the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria under the able leadership of erudite Professor of Pharmacy, Professor Cyril Usifo, and other stakeholders that are involved in the preparation for the practice of pharmacy of these inductees. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to specially appreciate the Alumni Association of this faculty, who have always shown exceptional commitment to the growth of the faculty. We all know that particularly all the 51 federal universities, that there is need for us to be very proactive, in terms of determining, the sustainable funding model for universities all over the world. It is alumni that owns their institution. And usually, they plow back. All over the world, it is not government. Even when you see public universities, the contribution of government all over the world is usually not more than 20%. In the United States, in North America, in the UK, and in Europe. If any government wants to say it wants to contribute 100% to the sustenance of funding of universities, it is not going to bring a lot of challenges. There is no doubt that with the responsibilities of government, it is becoming clearer that government alone cannot fund universities. And therefore, some of the things that we need to do in order to be able to provide, a sustainable model is to look back to the alumni. In one of the universities, one of the Ivy League universities in the United States, alumni, have an endowment of close to $100 billion. If alumni can contribute that to a university, there is no way that the university will not be able to go far. And that's why I want to particularly appreciate Dr. Olayinka Adeyemi, who led the set of executives and the board of trustees that is shared by Pharmacy Bioku Rahman, who have just been recently appointed, by the university as the chairman of the board of one of our very important centers, the Center for Drug Delivery, Development and Production, that is domiciled in our Faculty of Pharmacy. So the university once again appreciate the support of the Alumni Association, who I know have been very proactive in the support. On behalf of the management, staff, and students of the University of Ibadan, I want to say thank you. And at the same time, I want to encourage you to do more. I will also implore you to have a handshake with the Office of the Alumni Relations that is domiciled in the Office of the Vice Chancellor. And the essence of the establishment of this office is for us to be able to deepen our relationship with our alumni. And I'm sure that that center is already collating, the database. We're already having a database of all alumni that have graduated from this university from the time of its existence in 1948. The dean will be able to introduce you to the director. We have a director of that center who also doubles as the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Peter Olamakinde Olagbegba. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me admonish the inductees of today to be good ambassadors of the University of Ibadan. I charge you, you carry the emblem of the University of Ibadan. And you are getting into the healthcare sector at the time when the sector appears to be overstretched due to global economic upheavals and locally because of the syndrome that we already know, the brain drain syndrome that is affecting all the sectors and particularly the health sector. By the reason of the oath that you are taking today and the tradition of excellence that is entrenched in Ibadan, you must ensure that you make positive impacts in the society by contributing to the healthcare development of this nation. We all know pharmacy profession is one of the noble professions without which the healthcare system will not be able to function effectively. Do your best to contribute to the distribution of quality medicines and drugs and medications in our country. It is opposite to remind you that you have to be committed to the ethical practices at all times and also in all situations. An unscrupulous pharmacist is a present danger to the health care and well-being of the people. In ensuring academic continuity, the University of Ibadan has positioned herself towards creating an academic virtual environment that will still provide global competitive training at both undergraduate and postgraduate level. And this is to reassure our students and other stakeholders that the University of Ibadan remains a pace setter in academic excellence. I should not end this address without not appreciating our guest speaker, who is pharmacist Olatunbosun Adewale Adedeji, a worthy alumnus of our Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Ibadan, who I was reliably informed that the daughter is also an Ibadan Pharmacy School graduate. We could not have asked for another person to deliver this speech to encourage these young graduates I want to thank you for accepting the invitation to share your professional opinion with these young and vibrant inductees. Once again, I congratulate the inductees. I congratulate the Faculty of Pharmacy. I congratulate the University of Ibadan and, of course, the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria on another landmark. Thank you, and God bless.
Let's give it up until the VC is seated. Please rise up to give honor to whom it is due. And let's keep up the applause, please. Please, let's clap for the Vice Chancellor. Thank you. Please be seated. The Vice Chancellor, Registrar of Council, parents, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have come to where we are going. And this is the center of what we are here to do today. I must really appreciate the Vice Chancellor for one unique thing that happened here today. This is very, very rare. The Vice Chancellor appreciated, and I still think continues to appreciate, the contributions of Alumni Association, and has really challenged every one of us, as you are going as well, make your presence felt substantially, significantly in the alumnus of, as an alumnus of this school. Please put another round of applause for the Vice Chancellor. Please permit me, I've taken permission from the Chairman and Vice Chancellor of Ibadan that we are going to modify the program a little bit, and so we'll be going to item number 10. The representative of the PCN Registrar has to be in Abuja by the grace of God early afternoon, but no other person can do this except the Registrar or who he has designated. And he has designated Dr. Anthony Idoko, FPSN, to do this here today in the presence of the Chairman, Board of Fellows, Pa Adetunji Amole. We would like to please go to item number 10, when I will invite the Dean, Faculty of Pharmacy, to please step forward to present the inductees to the Registrar Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, ably represented by Dr. Anthony Idoko. Please, I want to urge you, inductees, look at the oath you are going to take very well. The Dean, please, and the Registrar. Please look at that very well. Read and understand what you are doing. It's a very solemn occasion, and we urge everyone who is here to please pray for these people as they step into this class of honor. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, MC. The Vice Chancellor, Professor K.O. Adebowale, other principal officers of the university, the Dean, Faculty of Pharmacy, the keynote address speaker of today, our elder here, the Chairman Board of Fellows, Oyo State, the Director of Pharmaceutical Services, Oyo State, the Chairman, PSN, Oyo State, my dear colleague from Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, the Zonal Director, Southwest Zonal Office, my other colleagues from PCN, professors, heads of department, academic and non-academic staff of the university here present, parents and guardians, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start by giving the registrar's a remark, which is supposed to be item number 11 before item 10. And I'm just here to present the registrar's speech as prepared by him. It is my pleasure to felicitate with the university community, the Faculty of Pharmacy, and the graduates of this on this occasion of fresh induction and oath-taking ceremony of 26 graduates of Bachelor of Pharmacy degree of Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Ibadan, Oyo State. Our inductees have toiled over the years with determination and resilience to attain this enviable status. Let me appreciate the parents and guardians who have supported the graduates throughout the course of their studies, while extending thanksgiving to God Almighty for his continued guidance and protection over the inductees throughout their academic pursuits. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these promising young men and ladies gathered here today have just completed the first phase of their training as professionals, as pharmacists, and are set to be inducted into the noble profession of pharmacy. This ceremony is one of the criteria, amongst other requirements, stipulated by the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria Establishment Act 2022 to be fulfilled prior to registration as a pharmacist in Nigeria. As you take the oath today and become inducted members of the pharmacy profession, I urge you to maintain high ethical standards and leadership qualities as prescribed by the PCN, as well as endeavor to be worthy professionals for the achievement of excellence in the provision of quality pharmaceutical services for sustainable healthcare delivery in Nigeria. The second phase of pharmacy training starts with the one-year statutory internship program, which is compulsory for all pharmacists in Nigeria, including those trained abroad but yet to be registered in their country of training. The internship training program must be undertaken in only PCN accredited internship training centers. I enjoin you all to take this 1 year very seriously, as there may not be opportunity to make up for any time wasted. It is instructive to know that the internship period is primarily a training period, and again, a period of preparation for future opportunities. I want to pause here to advise the interns, please, when you finish your induction, take every opportunity you have to do your internship as quickly as possible in any space you find yourself. Many times people waste months and sometimes up to a year because they want to do their internship in a particular place, basically because of the pay. Many of you want to go to teaching hospital, UCH, and probably others, but the truth is that it's not worth the time you waste to do it in such institution. Yes, they may pay better, but look at your future and also consider the fact that the internship training period is actually a training period, not a money-making period. I wish to also enjoin you that you are expected to pass the pre-registration examination for pharmacists, PAP, after internship to become eligible to practice in Nigeria. Consequently, you are advised to take your internship training seriously, as PAP is based primarily on the experiences acquired during the internship training. PAP is usually held twice yearly, March and October, and is a quality assurance tool aimed at strengthening the standards of training in line with global best practices. As pharmacists, you are expected to get yourselves acquainted with the code of professional ethics. My colleagues were here yesterday, and I believed they talked so much about this to you. Because the code of ethics prescribes your professional and moral responsibilities to the patient, a pharmacist colleague, other healthcare professionals, your employees, your employers, and the general public, among others. Strict compliance to the code of ethics is indispensable for the practice of pharmacy profession. After being successfully registered as a pharmacist, you will have opportunity to compete favorably with your colleagues in all areas of practice. It may be of great interest to know that there are no limitations to where each of you can get to in life. Let me state emphatically that pharmacy is a noble profession that provides new graduates with prospects of practicing in different fields such as industries, communities, hospitals, administration, research, academia, and other human endeavors, such as information technology, journalism, publishing, and indeed governance. Kindly note that with diligence, you can excel in each of these areas through appropriate guidance and mentoring. In a world where change is the only constant phenomenon, the PCN is aware of the challenges posed to pharmacists by the dynamics of practice, technological advancement, increasing disease burden, adverse drug reactions, drug interactions, drug resistance, among others. I therefore admonish you all to continue to improve yourselves through lifelong learning. This would enhance your critical thinking skills, decision-making, social interaction, leadership skills, and interprofessional relationship. Pursuant to the foregoing also, the PCN has institutionalized the continued professional development program to ensure proficiency and continued relevance of pharmacists in the healthcare team. For emphasis, the implementation of the continuing professional development program by the PCN is consistent with resolution of the World Health Organization, WHO, and is also in compliance with the directive of the Federal Minister of Health issued at the Median Health Summit in 1996. The Council frowns at professional misconduct in its entirety, so you are advised to refrain from any act of misconduct, as this will be treated with all the seriousness it deserves. Kindly note that PCN Act has provided for establishment of an investigating panel as well as disciplinary tribunal as mechanism for handling issues of professional misconduct. We pray that you will not be involved in this. Please keep up from the register and go syndrome, which has great potential to tarnish the image of pharmacists and bring the profession to ridicule. Similarly, you are advised to refrain from all forms of dishonesty in your practice lifetime. As pharmacists and frontline health workers, you are all expected to be at the front line offering professional advice through interventions on drug waste, working with other health professionals at all times, especially during public health emergencies like we had recently, the COVID-19, diphtheria outbreak, etc. Every contribution you make in your various practice area will definitely impact combating such emergencies. The need for Nigerian pharmacists to be involved in vaccine storage and administration cannot be emphasized. I therefore urge you all to seek and acquire the necessary certification that will position you to do so when the government approves such. As of today, it's not approved by the government of Nigeria, but we are hoping that with time, it will be approved. Because this is something that is already happening in other countries like USA and many other European countries. I also encourage you to explore the research aspect of pharmacy practice, as this area has become a focal point, bearing in mind the urgent need to develop effective drugs and vaccines for COVID-19. I enjoin you to join hands with the federal government to work towards achieving the above objectives. Once again, I congratulate you, your parents and family on this occasion of admission into the practice of pharmacy profession. Your oath taking and induction into the profession today does not set you free from further guidance by your parents. Their oversight and responsibilities will still be much needed to guide you through the second and the lifelong phases of your practice, as well as the school of life. As an advice to the new graduates, I wish to add that you should not fill your career with abandoned projects. Make purposeful changes in life to complement your experience. Be focused on your target and wait patiently for your reward. It is my wish that you have a memorable and mutually satisfying practice experience. You are welcome into our world. You are welcome into the world of pharmacy. Thank you, and congratulations once again.
Please put your hands together for the Registrar Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. Actually, I was wondering whether we are going to have the officials of Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, because I know so many things are happening today. But not only is Dr. Idoko here, but we have all other members of the PCN that are sitting just by my right. It might just be a few, but this could not hold if they were not here in the first place. A round of applause for the PCN, please. And so it's my pleasure to invite the Dean. Procedures must be followed. Docendo Kuramos. So, we invite the Dean to please present the candidates.
Thank you very much. So, the sui generis class, the BFAM class of 2020 to 2023, can you please stand up? Mr. Registrar, I hereby present to you the class of 26 graduate inductees who will be getting inducted today and taking the oath. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. The Vice Chancellor, sir, this is actually the reason why we are gathered here this morning. And what we are going to do this morning is a solemn activity. And as the graduates are standing, all of us seated here, both at the high and low table, are witnesses to the oaths they are going to take. And as you take the oath, please, you hold the oath certificate with your left hand and pledge to God, not to me or any member of the high table. You pledge to God by raising your hand to God as you take the oath. And you read after me. Where I say I, please mention your name as contained in the university record and given to you by your parents. Okay. Are we ready? I believe we all have a copy of the oath. All right, thank you. As a pharmacist, please let's be loud because our parents are waiting to hear us take this oath. As a pharmacist, I vow to serve humanity and to support my profession's ideals and commitments. I shall be guided in all dimensions of my life by the highest standards of human conduct, and accordingly will perform my services and duties with devotion, dignity, discretion, and honor. I shall apply the full measure of my knowledge, skills, and abilities for improving the health and well-being of all those I serve, and place their needs above my personal interests and considerations. I shall treat all those I serve equally, fairly, and with respect, regardless of gender, race, religion, culture, or political beliefs. I shall protect the confidentiality of personal and health information entrusted to me. I shall maintain and improve my professional knowledge and competence throughout my career. I shall support the advancement of knowledge, skills and standards of practice in pharmacy. I shall be committed to nurture the future members of my profession. I shall use all opportunities to develop collaborative practice with all healthcare professionals in my environment. I shall not use my knowledge of drugs, diseases, and medicines to cause injury to humanity. I shall sustain my dignity and respect for human life in the course of my practice. In taking this oath, I honor those who have supported my development as a pharmacist and commit myself never to act in a manner that is contrary to these vows. It is with solemnity and honor that I freely and publicly take this oath. So help me God. Congratulations.
And so, please be seated. And so, with the recitation of that oath, that pledge, ending with "So help me God," we have 26 new pharmacists for the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the whole world. No longer students of B.Pharm, University of Ibadan, but graduates, inductees into the pharmacy profession. Pharmacy is one of those very few professions where you need to take an oath before man and God. And look at the number of times when they pronounced their names, I. So it is not a parental affair, it's not a spouse's affair, but it is they themselves carrying that responsibility. And they are signing in the presence of the registrar of the council. When they have signed, they'll be given what you call provisional registration, and they can be admitted and now initiated into the hall of pharmacy. Another round of applause for this great day. We thank you so much. Immediately after now, we shall have the presentation of provisional certificates to the inductees by the Registrar, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. Dr. Adetunji, please, can we have you here direct this as they come forward for the presentation of provisional certificates to the inductees by the registrar. Oh, thank you so much. So we also invite the registrar now for the presentation. And
no, forget about that. Please, on this note, you are lucky this morning that you have the real opportunity of having the Vice Chancellor here with you. And this might be your first opportunity of having a handshake with him. So on this note, I want to invite the Vice Chancellor and the Dean of the Faculty. So we remain on our seat. Sorry, let's remain on our seat. You are going to come out this way, have a handshake, walk down the other way. As you hear your name, you come out, collect the certificate from me, have a handshake with the VC, the Dean, and then walk down. Thank you. Please, let's be fast.
Adewuyi Abdulaziz Adeyemi, please step forward. Abiola Oluwafunbi Deborah. Olaiwola Ololade Hassan. Sadiq Abdulaziz Adeshina. Adekunle Rashidat Abimbola. Adeshina Semiu Ademola. Ogunbiyi Hannah Kehinde. Ọládùnjoyè Tìmílẹ́yìn Israel. Ọláníyàn Olúwaṣèyí Blessing. Ṣónibárẹ̀ Olúwadámilọ́lá Olúwaṣeun. Ṣónibárẹ̀ Olúwadámilọ́lá Olúwaṣeun is a candidate with 3.61 CGPA out of 4. She is the daughter of Professor O.O. Ṣónibárẹ̀ and Professor Mubo Ṣónibárẹ̀ of the Faculty of Pharmacy. Akínpẹ̀lú Tọ̀míwá Samuel. Osuji John Paul Chukwudumebi. Abiodun Ọládélé Samuel. Adéjùmọ̀ Yusuf Adéwálé. Adétolú Eunice Tolúlọpẹ́. Akínpẹ̀lú Ibrahim Adéṣínà. Bashir Ismaila Ọlálékan. Ọ̀chá Chukwudumebi Chinwe. Ọdẹ́jídé John Ayọ̀mídé. Ọdẹ́yẹmí Marvelous Oyètòrò. Ọládìtì Kẹ́hìndé John. Ọláyínká Miskat Ọmọlọ́lá. Semiu Zainab Afọlákẹ́. Awófọlárìn Najimdeen Ìṣọ̀lá. Dúrójayé Deborah Máfọláyọ̀mí. Ọláyíwọlá Halimat Olúwayẹmísí. Please let us keep up the applause. She's coming here last because of just alphabetical arrangement and for no other reason. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. We thank all the members of the High Table and the Alumni Association that has given these children, these pharmacists, I'm not so used to it now. These pharmacists, even the garland of honor, and says like men of honor, we join hands. And I'm sure that your junior ones are looking at this, and we hope that their own day of glory will also come in peace. And so I urge all the pharmacists, newly inducted pharmacists, to please rise up on your feet and give a big round of applause to the university, to your parents, to your mentors, and all the people who have brought you up thus far. Please assist them to thank the Creator today for making this day, and for the Vice Chancellor who has decided to stay with us here today. Thank you so much. Please be seated. The induction has 3 rituals. That is the oath taken, the call. You are asked, you are presented, and then you are given that in that speech, that advice, that admonition by the council registrar. And then you took your oath. Now you are going to listen to one of the veterans in the field to deliver his keynote address. But before that, may I invite pharmacist Dr. Ajay Sobdin, undergraduate academics, to please come forward for the citation of the guest speaker. Please put your hands together for pharmacists. We will invite him to stand.
Pharmacist Adewale Olatunbosun Adedeji is the Executive Director of 206 Business Solutions Limited, an integrated outfit with over 1 billion assets under management in the diverse business areas of logistics, hospitality, agriculture and energy, and provision of advisory services in health for both international and national for-profit organizations. With over 37 years of work experience in different areas of the health sector, ranging from the hospital pharmacy, pharmaceutical marketing, procurement and supply chain management, social business enterprise, new development of business, health management and health finance. Worked at the highest level with national and subnational governments in Africa, with donors like USAID, DFID, JICA, private foundations like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Ford Foundation and MacArthur Foundation, multilateral institutions like World Bank, IFC, and UN agencies like UNFPA, WHO, UNICEF, and UNAIDS. 15 years at top executive management level in Society for Family Health, the biggest indigenous NGO in Nigeria. SFH deploys health system strengthening and total market approaches in a bid to unify the private and public health sectors to scale an essential package of health services. SFH connects all Nigerians in an innovative health services, innovative social business model to expand access to essential health commodities while boosting overall national health financing. Wale has wide and varied experience in program management, organization, strategic development, management training in both private and public sectors in Nigeria. He led the transformation of the SFH operation from a pure social marketing orientation with emphasis on product to a community-oriented social health development outfit in partnership with Action Aid Nigeria during the promoting a sexual and reproductive health and HIV risk reduction program funded by DFAID from 2002 to 2009. It sits on the board of Africa Resource Center for Excellence in Supply Chain Management as chairman. The overarching purpose of ARC ESM in Nigeria is to support the government to take ownership of improving the availability of life-saving commodities and ultimately contributing to increased equitable coverage of effective health interventions and improved health outcomes. Mr. Wale also sits on the board of Yellow Brick Road, a creative agency that focuses on solving complex communication and business challenges in relevant, practical, and simple ways as a non-executive director. The list goes on and on. Wale Adedeji holds a Bachelor of Pharmacy degree from the University of Ibadan and a master's in business administration and marketing. He has also attended several government management and health specific courses in Nigeria and the UK and in the US. The list is endless. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming pharmacist Adewale Olatunbosun Adedeji.
Good morning, all. Good morning, new pharmacists. I'm so proud of you. Very, very proud of you. And the father of UI is here, so to be a dishonor to go over his protocol that he has established. So I stand on the established protocol, sir. It gives me great pleasure to be here this morning, precisely 37 years after I sat at that place you are sitting now, being inducted into this very honorable and noble profession, pharmacy. It is a great honor and privilege to be the keynote address speaker for this occasion. And I want to thank the Dean, Professor Titi Fakaye, especially for this opportunity. When I got a call to present this address, I asked for the topic, and you said, come talk to them and share some live nuggets. So I hope, after this speech, I will not disappoint you, my primary audience, or her. That great musician, philosopher, Bob Marley, in one of his songs, sang, "He who feels it knows it." I have been where you are now and could easily identify with you. The hard work you put in over the hard work you put in over the years to be ready and brimming with confidence to go into the world as freshly minted pharmacists. Those long days in farm chem lab to assay acetaminophen, in Kugnosi lab to look for anthraquinone, it's still pink, Abby. In micro lab to grow culture, and in farm tech lab to make emulsions that would not crack. I hope your emulsions didn't crack when you are making them. Okay. Yeah, so how can I forget those long hours in the library, the cold rooms of all of residents? I stayed in Tedder Hall, and we had a cold room right under at the underground. Who is the Tedder House? Who is the Tedder right here? Hey, Tedder. Yeah, those are my people. Okay. Well, I know the minimum number of years for you to earn this honor in this faculty are 4. I deliberately said 4 because I know some people sitting there didn't spend 4. I spent 4 instead of 3. So I know that it's not everybody that is there that spent that 4. So I could easily identify with you. So while celebrating those that are smart and fast, we will not forget people like us too that are slow and steady. In the end, we're all winners. Abi, we're all pharmacists today. Yeah. Well, that just said the end. Well, it is really the end of an era. Another period just started today. The beginning of a lifelong romance with unending quest for knowledge, both in personal life and the field of pharmacy, which is very dynamic and ever-changing. So whilst rolling your sleeves for the infinite game, as expounded in the book of same topic, which I would recommend you to read, you are about to embark on, enjoy and savor this moment because you have worked very hard to earn it. So enjoy every minute, please. You work very hard to be here. So enjoy this today, because you know that by tomorrow, the hard work starts. So enjoy today. In my day in PANS, one of the famous quotes we had then was, if you did not have a pharmacist, you would have to create one. Are you still, those PAN nights, the PAN activities, are you still quoting that? Okay, it has gone with the winds. When I was in PANS, I was an activist. So one of the things we used to say then to boost our ego is that if you didn't have a pharmacy, you didn't have to create one. It was very true then, and continues to be true now. Pharmacies are an important part of the health delivery system of any society. Like all things in life, a pharmacist's role in health and society keeps evolving. From the days of yore, of the druggist preparing iodine tincture for wounds and dispensing quinine tablets for malaria in one corner of the local health authority clinic, to the present day clinical pharmacist provision of comprehensive health care as an integral part of the health team with the direct involvement in patient care and medication in world-class specialized tertiary healthcare facilities. Well, the real shift in paradigm of a pharmacist in the traditional white coat compounding, counseling, and dispensing drugs to the center of patient care happened in 1990 when the term pharmaceutical care was defined and formally introduced by Epler and Strand. Pharmaceutical care is a patient-centered practice in which the practitioner assumes responsibility for a patient's drug-related needs and is held accountable for this commitment. This came to be as medications become more long-term for some conditions, drug interactions become important due to polypharmacy, and adherence by patients become poor because of these two. It has been reported that 70% of hospital beds are occupied by people with chronic illnesses. And in furtherance to the principle of pharmaceutical care, conservative pharmacists now provide medication therapy management, MTM, and chronic disease management, CDM services, offering extensive one-on-one discussion with the patients to understand their conditions and medications, and ensuring that these medications are appropriate, effective, and safe. I know you learned that under clinical pharmacy. Abi? In the area of preventive and public health services, pharmacists, especially community, have been identified as being key in the various approaches to get to the community, the training and accessibility. Community pharmacists in Nigeria are mostly the first point of call by patients in their health-seeking behavior. Many studies in and outside Nigeria have shown that pharmacists are trusted by patients for the provision of effective medication, health advice, and information. And the federal government of Nigeria, too, through the Federal Ministry of Health, have recognized this and sees community pharmacy as an integral part of the primary healthcare team, and therefore incorporated them in the task shifting and task sharing policy for essential health services, with examples for family planning and maternal and child health products and services. So here and abroad, with the continued shortage of medical personnel, which the father of UI alluded to when he was making his speech, due to JAPA, especially in Nigeria, pharmacists are increasingly filling the gap to provide services for the benefits of the community they reside. This leads me to international interprofessional collaboration. And the VC and the Dean alluded to that too. In any healthcare team, every member is as important as the other to get the optimal health outcome for the patient. We all swore, which you did today, and profess to serve. It is extremely important, therefore, that all the pieces of the jigsaw of the various health disciplines must fall in place for the provision of patient-centered care. Respect is earned as a pharmacist. You must continuously, please take this very seriously, be the authority on medications and pharmaceutical care to take a place at the table when patient care is being discussed. So while maintaining your lane, be focused and do not be involved in interprofessional rivalry. There must be effective communication among all health professionals in sharing information on patients under their care. Such information, for example, can be on medication history, efficacy of current drugs, drug interactions or allergies that may lead to tinkering of dosage or drug change entirely. The role of, we now come to the role of and use of technology in modern pharmaceutical care, which cannot be overemphasized. Pharmacists must use technology and stay updated on latest clinical guidance and best-in-class practices to improve treatment outcomes for their patients. The use of electronic health records, e-prescribing, and prescription data have become more prevalent, with pharmacists playing a key role in the integration of these technologies into health care delivery. Data is the new oil of the present world economy. And with nature of pharmaceutical services, there is plenty of access to it in the hospital, community, or industry. We should do something about those data to enhance our profession and be blessings to humanity. I'm sure most of you must have heard of artificial intelligence, which is now disrupting all facets of life. It's based on that big data, which pharmacy profession has a lot of. AI combined with blockchain technology have made discoveries in medicine that could only be in the realm of imagination just a few years ago possible now. So with this, with the disruption that is happening in technology and healthcare, you can see that the future is dazzling bright. An exciting world laid right before you. What technology is doing and we continue to do is breathtaking. A very respectable man that we sit on the same board told us in one of the meetings that he wished he was in his 40s, as the opportunities ahead are beyond words. Nigeria now is India 20 years ago, his exact words. He should know. He's in his very early 70s and started a management company in his 30s that had birthed 3 other companies that now employ thousands and turn over tens of billions of naira. I had to see what he can see. And we sometimes, that was far younger and of course as wise as I am now. So I wish I was sitting down there so that I have another 40 years to play around with. So we should not be afraid of technology that will take our jobs. Instead, we should embrace it and find growth opportunities. No doubt some jobs will be lost, but millions of new jobs will be created. The future belongs to those that can dare and embrace technology. It has always been so and not in a hurry to change. The losers are always those that are reluctant or do not want to change. We always try to feel that yesterday was better than today, in the cliche, in the good old days. We hang on to that. But this is not mostly so. This was actually documented by Hans Rowling in his book, Factfulness. This is another book I recommend for you to read. So I'm here today to let you see opportunities in the gloomy world. So let us start from the 15th century. In the 15th century, printing came, and it disrupted the whole world, printing technology. Many jobs were lost. Because before, if you produce a book, to get another book, there must be a scribe that will transcribe everything. But print technology came and everything, the old technology, the technology disrupted the world. You could print as many books as you want. And because of that, prosperity came. Because researchers, pharmacists are researchers. Before, researches that had to be transcribed could now be printed and be accessible to everybody all over the world. What that did was, it did not change, because in the process of transcription before, some things were lost. So what was done in UK could be read by somebody in Nigeria and do the same thing to get the same result. So it brought prosperity to the world. The second thing that disrupted the world in the olden days was weaving technology. Before weaving machines came, you have to weave by your hands. So it's a very delicate skill, and many people made money from it. But when the technology the machine was invented, many people lost their jobs too. Those are in the old days. Let's come closer home. Before, there were people that were called copy typists and secretaries. But when personal computer came, they lost their jobs. Then look at online publishing. Many newspapers are folded up because you don't need to go to the newspaper stand and buy paper again. You could just go online and read. But in as much as those people lost their jobs, many jobs were created. And I will quote a CNN report now, by quoting DLOT in 2015, that machines will take on more repetitive and laborious tasks, but seem no closer to eliminating the need for human labor at any time in the past, they concluded. We believe that jobs will continue to be created, enhanced, and destroyed, much as they have in the last 150 years. So, what is it in it for you? How do you prepare for the next chapter of life? Now you have been trained as a pharmacist. I will describe that as being given a canvas to design what you will be and a preloaded disk, because you people are Gen Z. Your pharmacy training to help you in the task. So according to another musician, you hold the key in the palm of your hand. Only you have the power to decide what to do with your life. Use it. So what next? You need to define what you want in life. As articulated in a speech, another speech like this, at the convocation ceremony of British Asian College by Mr. Raja Siam, a very successful entrepreneur in November 2023. He called it purpose. Some call it goal. Some call it vision. Why make it simple? I say, what am I here for? It's a simple question, very simple question, but difficult to answer genuinely if you really want to progress. Some are lucky, they get that answer quickly. It may take years for some of us to have the answer. I say some of us because I was part of them. But I can assure you, until you have that answer, everything for you will be a struggle. The expert I will give you is working from the answer whilst defining this. First, find what makes you contented in life. Think about it. What makes you contented? What do you think you will do? Is it academics? Is it making money? Is it politics? What makes you contented in life? What do you derive joy from? Then face it. So also remember that life is a gift, and you shouldn't waste it. And your own life now is more than a gift. Look at your parents down there. Look at what they've toiled to make you take that oath today. You've been trained in a very noble profession, pharmacy. So the world is open for you, opportunities for you. Some people labored for you to be here. So don't waste that life. That's my admonition today. The second admonition I would say to you is like learning to be you. We are all created differently, with different skills, abilities, temperament, etc. We are eternally differentiated from each other, so essentially you are a being. We are different beings, so always stay true to yourself. The worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. The Yoruba say, "Tonton goneton, biaye banton maton rare." And luckily, most of you, as they were reading the names, are Yorubas. But my fellow compatriots that are not Yoruba, what this just easily means that if the whole world is deceiving you, don't deceive yourself. Work on yourself daily. Work on your weaknesses and enhance your strengths. And now let us look at what I alluded to that you have, and many of us on this side do not have again time. You have time to be best of you. And mind you to even make mistakes while you are doing this and correct those mistakes too. So you must dare to win. Please dare to win. Be courageous in life. Take risk on jobs. If you see a job that you don't like, look for another job. Take risk on job while you're still young. And take risk too on love. And as they say, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win a lottery. So don't be afraid of anything. Go headlong, but take calculated risk. Okay? Now this leads me to self-accountability. And I want us to listen very well here. I personally feel that what is deficient in Nigeria today is that we do not own up, as they say, when we drop the ball. The culture of blaming someone else, especially the leader, when everybody is a leader in his own small space. So what I would advise to you now is like, if you excel in something, you take glory and take responsibility when you fail. Like the young lady that that got a special handshake from the dean. Please, take glory. You worked hard to end that GPA. But while taking glory, just to agree that God and your lecturers helped you. But don't say what Nigerians normally say, I don't know, it's God though. That's not taking responsibility. Then the other side, if you drop the ball, please accept that you dropped the ball. If you cheat in the exams and you are caught, it's not somebody that pushed you there. It's not that your lecturer hated you. No. It's because you've fallen short of the standards. So take responsibility on that. We need to do that more in Nigeria for us to progress. Don't put anything on the devil or say you are being victimized because of where you come from, your gender or the religious group you belong to. Being accountable is surest the being we talked about and ultimately sources. Tasks are given to those who take responsibility for their actions. Be the go-to in your organization, the guy that delivers. Surely growth will come. And let's talk now about excellence at this juncture. I will admit that there was still some good old days, don't doubt. As fella said, as time they go, things just they bad. When I was doing my internship, and I was an aluta then, I did my internship with the former president of PSN, Olumide Akintayo, in Owo then. And we found out that the doctors were being ferried to the hospital in ambulance. And we pharmacists were not, the pharmacist interns. So we had to meet the CMD then and the head of admin. Why is the discrimination? And later, our principal pharmacist, late Mr. Wale Olanusi, now called us to his office. That what was the problem? And we explained to him. He now shook his head. That when he was doing his own internship, there were 9 at General Hospital Akure, and 9 of them had 504 GL, new. And you know what? They were being charged every month 120 naira for the car loan repayment, and be given 105 naira car maintenance allowance. So there were good times, no doubt. But that doesn't mean that things are so bad now. You have the opportunities now. Things are stacked against you, in quotes. Because when we graduated, things were not bad. Things were not rosy. We could get jobs, we could get internship. But now you have to struggle for it. And you don't have to struggle again only in Nigeria. You have to compete with both technology and your peers all over the world. But there lies the opportunity. While we were contained only in Nigeria, you could compete online with anybody in the world. So look at the bright side. So when you are talking of excellence, I will quote somebody here, Evelyn Toffler, that says the illiterates of the 21st century are those who can't read, are not those who can't read and write, but those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn. So if you want to be useful as time goes on, you must be able to learn, unlearn what you've learned, and relearn the new thing. So I pray you will not be that illiterate. Because those people that will be left behind are those who Toffler described as the illiterate of the future. So please do not be one. Lastly, there is one thing that is very dear to me, finance. Many people will say that finance doesn't matter. In Nigeria, finance matters. Don't let anybody deceive you. Because we don't have what they call social security here in Nigeria. So it must be your own insurer. And I'll give you all just a hint on that. I say, I will not be happy if I don't talk about finance. No matter what we say, money is still a key determinant of a settled life in our society. For now, as another great musician that I admire, Yola Maura, alluded to in many of his songs. There is no social security in our environment, so one cannot afford to have his finances messed up in this climate if you don't want to basically suffer. I'm not familiar with the current curriculum, but I know that there was no financial cost during our time, which I found disabling. Professor Take, when I went to the outside world, this I feel is deficient in pharmacy training. So we need to train our people how to handle finances. It's very important, because without that, you are dead outside there. Okay, let me start with a very question of mine. I'm sure people are good in, I don't want to bore you, we'll soon go. That is a guru of mine in money management. I always say that if you are like a student pharmacist now in a multinational, maybe Glaxo, for example, and let's say you were earning 1 million naira a month, hypothetically, and you are so good at your job, you are promoted to be the manager, and you are your new salary is 2 million naira. So when you are earning 1 million naira, you are a good person. You are saving money. You are saving like 10%. So when you earn 2 million naira, what should you save? So out of before 1 million naira, you are saving 100,000 naira every month. Now suddenly overnight, you are earning 2 million naira. What should you be saving? Anybody wants to get other the guess? Is that 10%, 20%? Hello? Okay. Well, most of you will just say, okay, let's increase to 20% or 10%. But my friend will tell you that if you really want to be wealthy in life, if you think that way, you'll be a poor person. Because what he will say is this, that when you are earning 1 million naira and you are saving 100,000 naira a month, you could live with 900,000 naira a month. But within a day, you now collecting 2 million naira a month, you want to save something less than, you want to live more than 900,000 naira that was within your means before. Now what has changed? The only thing that has changed is your status from being a rep to a manager, for example. That somebody that wants to be wealthy in life will keep on saving, will keep on within the means, what he's been spending before, which is 900,000 naira a month, and save 1.1 million naira. That way you will be wealthy in life. So another example I will give is I know most of you are Premiership, Premier League supporters here. Now the bouquet for the premium is 37,000 naira, so that you can watch Arsenal every week. But if you do that for 3 years, no, for 5 years, you will have given DSTV 2.2 million naira of your money. But if you have the same discipline that you are paying every month to put that money into the money market fund at a compound interest of 12.5%, let's assume that it's 37,000 naira for the whole 5 years. You will have earned yourself 3.2 million naira, which can go into something more tangible than watching football. That's how to build enduring wealth. So in my last thing I will talk to her about before I go and take my seat is, which everybody here has alluded to. The pharmacy profession is an Omoluabi profession. It's not any other profession, it's an Omoluabi profession. And you are very, very lucky to be one today. So what is an Omoluabi in Yoruba? I will quote copiously one Julius Ogunro. I don't know him, I just saw the article and I found it very useful. He said Omoluabi refers to the idea of being a person of good character, morality, and virtue. It encompasses a wide range of positive qualities that are highly valued in Yoruba culture, including honesty, integrity, respect, kindness, generosity, compassion, empathy, and responsibility. And if you look at that oath that you swore to today, all these characters are there. That's why you're a pharmacist. So my dear pharmacist, I've talked so long. I want to leave, but I leave you with those words and tell you that the world is an oyster. Please go out and eat it. Thank you so much.
Please let us increase that. Let us increase that. Inductees, please. Oh, young pharmacists, let us put in more. You see, when you see a person who has been through the road before, telling you this is the way to do it, you better follow that person. There's another advertisement that says, follow who no road. Oh, is it not true? That some people have their own call immediately. Some come a little bit late, but I think even when it is late a little bit, it becomes sweeter. You can imagine what it is. I'm sure you are not offering me a 2 million naira job because I may not be able to wait to resign from and submit my resignation letter. I thought, that's not for you alone, no, it's for everybody, you know. Thank you so much, the great pharmacist. We are really grateful. Please, another round of applause for this gentleman. I know we have in our midst Chief Magaji, Doctor, Pharmacist Amidu Oluyedun here. Oloye. Whether you like it or not, Chief Oluyedun had been a pharmacist probably before I was born, but I'm sure he just took his PhD some few years ago. That's a big example for all of us. Another round of applause for Chief Oluyedun. Also, we recognize very especially the presence of the pharmacy department, Jaja Clinic. The head of department of Jaja Clinic is here. Please put your hands together. These elders have come to tell you that you are very important, and have come to welcome you. May I invite the Dean, Professor Titi Fakeye, to please make a presentation to the guest speaker. While I ask the guest speaker to please step forward, Dr. Adetunji as well is coming forward for a presentation for the guest speaker.
Thank you very much. One other thing that wasn't mentioned is that pharmacist Adedeji is also the husband of a pharmacist. So they have, and the father of a pharmacist that graduated from here. Thank you very much. So, thank you so much. I call him Brother Wale. He's my friend's husband. Thank you so much, pharmacist Adedeji, for what you have done. It's a sacrifice. We appreciate it. The talk was great. And I can assure you, we also as adults learned from it. So on behalf of the Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Ibadan, on behalf of the old staff and the students and the graduates of today or inductees of today, we want to say thank you, and we present this to you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, and chairman of this occasion, it is our pleasure. We are not proud because we are humble people, but we are very, very happy to tell you that if we turn to page 13 of this program, you find out, sir, that this faculty has presented to you, has gifted the university 10 3-pointers for the next convocation among 26. If we have 3-pointers, 10 out of 26, sir, I think the Faculty of Pharmacy, the faculty, the staff, and they deserve a bigger round of applause at this very period. They all are great, but some have distinguished themselves very significantly. And to serve as encouragement to those ones coming behind, we will give recognition to some of them, and they will have gifts. This is a purely academic occasion. We know that some other groups will have wished to come forward to make presentation, but we urge them to please let us respect the agenda of this program, and please we can do such afterwards. The time is fast spent, and we do not hope to keep people for too long. But may I invite Dr. Adetunji to please present the awardees for presentation of awards and distinctions. Please put your hands together for Dr. Adetunji.
Thank you very much, Dr. Badejo, the Vice Chancellor, Chairman for today's occasion, the Dean of Pharmacy, Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Ibadan, Professor Titilayo Fakeye, the heads of departments, our very wonderful senior colleagues that are here represented, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. Permit me to stand on whatever protocol has been established prior to now to quickly roll out the names of graduates from the Faculty of Pharmacy 2022-23 academic session that have distinguished themselves in various departments. The departmental prize from the Department of Pharmaceutics and Industrial Pharmacy, the recipient of the departmental prize, and the renowned chemist prize is pharmacist Olayinka Miskiat Omolola. Please come forward to take a picture with the head of department. May I invite Dr. Adenike Okunlola to please step forward. Then also for distinction in pharmaceutics and industrial pharmacy, the recipient, pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun. Please step forward. And then for this graduating set, the recipients of the best students in dispensing, pharmacist Adekunle Rashidat Abimbola. Already on stage, the best student in dispensing for this set, pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun. You take picture with the head of department. I'm also a member of that department, so I'll join them with the acting head of the department. Please put your hands together for them. Yes, have your seats. From the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Pharmacy Administration, the best graduating students in clinical pharmacy, Pharmacist Olayiwola Alima Oluwayemisi. Please come forward. Put your hands together for her. The departmental prize for the best graduating students in social and administrative pharmacy, Pharmacist Adetolu Eunice Tolulokpe. The Chief Andrew Hay Igbo Prize for the best graduating student in pharmacy laws and ethics. She's already been called the same pharmacist Adetolu Eunice Tolulokpe. Can I kindly invite the head of Department of Clinical Pharmacy? Is she here seated? Okay. Now, in the Department of Clinical Pharmacy, the recipient of the distinction in that course, pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun. I think I'll stand in for the head of department. Now, for distinctions in, just a minute, don't take pictures yet. For distinctions in social and administrative pharmacy, Pharmacist Adekunle Rashidat Abimbola, Pharmacist Olaniyan Oluwaseyi Blessing, Pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun, already upstage, Pharmacist Ocha Chukwudumebi Chinwe, Pharmacist Olayiwola Alima Oluwayemisi. Let's just form a straight, yeah. Now, I would like to kindly, as he's walking in, I would like to kindly invite Professor R. Adisa to come up stage. He's a professor in the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and the director of CDDP. To come up stage and take pictures with these young graduates of the Faculty of Pharmacy. These are people that have made the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Pharmacy Administration very proud. On the other side, sir. Yes. Thank you very much. You can have your seats. From the Department of Pharmaceutical Microbiology, the departmental prize for the best graduating student in pharmaceutical microbiology goes to pharmacist Adetolu Eunice Tolulokpe. I would like to request if Professor Adeleke is in the house to please come forward. If not, I would like to request Dr. Lawal. Dr. Lawal, please can you do justice to that and represent Professor Adeleke while we take picture with the best graduating student in pharmaceutical microbiology. Please put your hands together for Dr. Lawal. She's a former head of that department. Thank you. From the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, the Departmental Prize, the Adebowale Prize, and the Emeritus Professor Ajibola Olaniyi Prize goes to one single person, pharmacist Adejumo Yusuf Adewale. That was the best graduating students in the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry. I would like to kindly request the head of department, Dr. Aderi Bigbe, if he's seated. If he's not seated, I would like to request Dr. Adegbo Lagun to please come forward and represent the head of department. This is the best pharmaceutical chemist for this set, pharmacist Adejumo Yusuf Adewale. Thank you. Thank you very much. From the Department of Pharmacognosy, the Departmental Prize and the Professor David Okpaku Prize goes to the best graduating student in pharmacognosy and the recipient, pharmacist Ocha Chukwudumebi Chinwe. Distinction in pharmacognosy. There are only 2 recipients in that category for this year. Can I invite pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun to please come up stage? And incidentally, the head of the department of pharmacognosy is the mother of one of the recipients of distinction in that department, Professor Mubo Ho Shonibare. Please, could you kindly come up and join these pharmacists as they celebrate the Department of Pharmacognosy, distinction in pharmacognosy, and the best graduating students in the Department of Pharmacognosy, 2022-2023 session. It's an all-women affair, so let me stay out. Please put your hands together for them. Congratulations. From the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology, the Departmental Prize, the Professor D.T. Okpaku Prize, and the Board of Fellow Prize goes to pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun. Before I call the head of department, I would like to kindly invite fellow Adetunji Amole to make the presentation on behalf of the Board of Fellows, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, to the recipient. Then I will invite the head of department, Professor Oyindamola Abiodun, to please step forward. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and privilege too to present this special prize to Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun on behalf of the Chairman Board of Fellows. I want to say something. It was unusual at a stage in the life of university education in this country to find the child of a lecturer doing well. Most children at a particular time will not come to lectures because they will expect the colleagues of their parents to do the needful, that is to pass them whether or not they come, whether or not they came. So I'm glad that Oluwadamilola has done us proud today by winning this plaque. It is something that she's going to cherish forever, and it's my pleasure to present this to you. And to go with this plaque, because that plaque will not do much, is something in this envelope. It's a 50,000 naira check. please give it to mommy, don't give it to daddy. Because if you give it to me, I will just do. So on behalf of the chairman board of fellows, I'm presenting you this check of 50,000 naira. And I will say it in Yoruba, Kofi Senyamu, so that Koma grow. It's a seed, and I wish you success in life. Even as you take the next step in life, I wish you a good choice.
Thank you very much. So we will now take pictures because the same pharmacist, Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun, is the best graduating student in the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology. And the head of department is right here, Professor Indamola Abiodun. I will kindly request that pharmacist Shonibare remains on stage for the next presentation. I would like to call on the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria to make presentation to the best graduating student in the Faculty of Pharmacy 2022-2023 academic session.
On behalf of the Registrar, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, Pharmacist Ibrahim Ahmed Babasheo. Normally when we present this, we always want the parents to join. It's an honor. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, Professor Shonibare and Professor Shonibare, please come up stage. Hopefully, in the next couple of years, we'll be having triple Shonibares, because I know she's not going to stop here. I know Mom will not allow her to stop here anyway. Please, flank her. Thank you.
There is the plank, like we said, my daddy said, plank without money is decorate the house. So with it is an envelope from the Registrar, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Please stay upstage. I would like to call on the Dean, Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Ibadan, to make the faculty presentation to pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun, the best graduating student, Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Ibadan.
Thank you very much. So, come to the left. On behalf of the Faculty of Pharmacy, it is with immense joy and gratitude to God that I present this to you as the best graduating student of your set, sui generis, Shonibare O Oluwaseun. So hold it.
I would like to invite the alumni president, Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association. While I request the Dean to also please remain on the podium here for the presentation, we also be coming to the faculty. So this is Dr. Yinka Adeyemi. She's the president of the Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association. She will be making two presentations.
It's my honor and privilege to present this gift to you from Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun. We're so proud of you. And we want to present you this gift from the University of Ibadan, Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association. It's a gift of 20,000 naira. Congratulations. Okay, we have another presentation to the Faculty of Pharmacy. We want to appreciate you for giving so much to this wonderful graduates today. And we have a gift from the University of Ibadan, Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association. We present the gift to the faculty, just as a token. A gift of 100,000 naira to the faculty.
Now, before I allow pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun to step down, I think I should just make this declaration. The sole candidate in this set, Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, that is graduating with an overall grade of distinction is pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun. I will kindly request that you should take a picture with the Vice Chancellor. Please, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It's very rare to, we always honor and cherish the presence of the Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much. Now, the Association of Industrial Pharmacists of Nigeria, they have two prizes for the best graduating student in pharmaceutics and industrial pharmacy and the best graduating student in the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry. May I invite Pharmacist Olayinka Meskia Tomolola and Pharmacist Adejimo Yusuf Adewale to please step forward. The chairman of NAIB is unavoidably absent because the NAIB conference is also ongoing at this particular point. So your award, your cash awards will be sent over to you, but I will take picture on behalf of NAIB with you. Now, for the NAPA Prize, for the overall outstanding graduating student based on excellent academic characters, student-based activities, and exemplary involvement in extracurricular activities, including appearance and character. The recipient, pharmacist Olayiwola Alima Oluwayemisi, the class representative of the graduating class. She has been pulling this class together since their preclinical years. I would like to invite Dr. Olayemi Adegbolagun to make that presentation on behalf of NAPA, University of Ibadan. NAPA is Nigeria Association of Pharmacists in Academia.
All protocols duly observed. I want to appreciate Alima for being true to herself from the very beginning. Sincerely, if I should read a citation, one thing I would say, this award is from the Nigerian Association of Pharmacists in Academia. That is those of us that are pharmacists that are lecturers. And what we tend to, if you notice all the awards so far, best graduating academics. But we found that in recent dispensation, academics is not enough. Networking is key. And that is why, to obtain this award, 50% academics, 50% other activities. Community, social, religious, every other area where the candidates, where the student has been involved. And for this, we sent out the link to the whole class. There are 26. 8 of them returned. And of the 8, we found out to be the best. Our overall score was over 80. And so I'm very, very proud. I'm very happy on behalf of the Nigerian Association of Pharmacists in Academia. Our national chairman, Dr. Akikumi, should have been here, but he couldn't make it. And so I'm presenting this to you, Alima. I really, really, really appreciate you. Like what has been said, imagine somebody being the class rep from 200 level, and sincerely you can rely on her. You can depend on her. Even as a lecturer, I found her a trustworthy class rep. Once again, congratulations. And this award comes also, like I said, is from our token as lecturers. So it comes with a cash award of 10,000 naira. It also comes with a free registration at the National Conference of NAPA that will be holding in Shagamu this year.
Thank you. Can we please put our hands together for her? Thank you very much. I would like to invite Pharmacist Adedayo Akala, the General Secretary of PSN Oyo State, to present the PSN Award.
Thank you so much, my very good friend Akpo. Sorry, permit me to stand on the existing protocol because of the quest of time. I stand in for pharmacist retired Colonel Ajanoku, the PSN chairman of the state, who is not available here because of some cogent functions at NAIP conference. He sent his best wishes, and I want to congratulate the new pharmacist, and I want to tell you, just as the guest speaker has said, I picked one thing from the guest speaker. He said, be responsible for your actions. Very, very key. And one thing that has been not been very hammered in this gathering today is I'm wanting to tell you, and I'm telling you, that pharmacists are leaders anywhere you find yourself. Take it. Anywhere you find yourself, you become a leader automatically. In my own community, I was forced to not to leave the resident association chairperson for 4 years. I have to beg them that my professional calling is taking so much toll on me that they should let me just rest. That's to tell you that everywhere you step into, people see that in you, and you must carry yourself in that light. And with that, you don't have any limitations. Thank you. We have 3 awards here. Best graduating student in clinical pharmacy, Pharmacist Alima Oluwayemisi Olaiwola. And this comes with a prize award with a check of 25,000 naira. The second one goes to the best graduating student in pharmacognosy, pharmacist Shukuduwembe Shinwe Ocha. Thank you. This also comes with a cash award of 25,000 naira. And the last, and but not the least, is for the overall best graduating student, pharmacist Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun Shonibare. Thank you. This comes with a cash award of 50,000 naira.
Thank you very much. The last award for today, before I take my seat and we wrap up, is the Young Pharmacist Group Leadership Award. Yeah. The Young Pharmacist Group Leadership Award. The award is usually given to students, one male and one female, that have distinguished themselves in terms of leadership protocols. I would like to call up stage the PAN's president for this graduating set, Pharmacist Akinpelu Ibrahim Adeshino, the recipient of the Young Pharmacist Group Leadership Award 2022-2023. And I would like to invite back up stage Pharmacist Ola. Yes, I will be taking the picture. Okay. I'll be taking the picture with them. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for them, the recipient of the Leadership Award. Now, I'll invite the chairman for today's occasion and the Vice Chancellor, University of Ibadan, to give his closing remarks. The Vice Chancellor, sir.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is quite unusual, because there is here the chairman closing remarks. Usually, at most times, you don't find me, seated at the closing of almost any event. I didn't know why I was still seated even at this time, even with all the phone calls that I've received that they need my attention. Well, let me just say that it is also customary, as a rule in the university, that on a Friday like this, we don't have any official function from 12 o'clock. And that is because of our Muslim brothers and sisters that are expected to be at Jumat. I've told the dean by 1 o'clock or 4:45, I thought it's going to be 12:30. Everybody must be out of here. Otherwise, with myself even being here, I'm already a complicit. Well, what are the few comments that I have? The pharmacy Wali Adedeji has given nearly all, important instructions that you need. Excellence is important. It is good to excel. We can celebrate excellence, but it is usually very difficult to celebrate failure. And therefore, I want you to strive at all times for excellence. Most of the ingredients of excellence is already been stated by pharmacist Wale Adedeji, who is my friend now. It's already been stated, but I just want to add some few ones, just in 1 or 2 minutes. It is good. Excellence, you need sacrifice. There is sacrifice. You need to sacrifice. There is no way that nobody can excel without sacrificing. You also need to be disciplined in all the times. We don't have time. I will have expatiated on each of them. And also a dint of hard work. Apart from that, what you need along your journey is also for you to remain humble, to carry humility across, to carry along with you. And finally, it has not been mentioned here, but I'm going to mention it. Do not remove God from the equation of your life. At every time, know that you are with God, because it is God that can do all things. Finally, I've also looked at the best graduating students, and I've carefully selected 3 of them. The first one is Shonibare Oluwadamilola Oluwaseun. The next is Akinpelu Ibrahim Adeshino. And the third is Ocha Chukudu Mebi Chinwe. So the three of them, the first of them, I'm going to give personal gift award of 100,000 naira. And to the second and to the third, I'm going to give a cash prize of 50,000 naira each for all of them. So I wish you all the best in your journey in life. Thank you and God bless you.
I think that pronunciation requires us to stand up and give a big round of applause to the father of the day, the father of UI, Professor K.O. Adebowale. We are grateful. Thank you so much, sir. We are grateful. We are grateful. Please, let's keep it up because he has to leave right now. And as he steps down, we thank him for this. I wish they are still selling the form of pharmacy so that some of us can apply to school too, so that when the Vice Chancellor comes, we can have this kind of largesse. Congratulations, inductees. Congratulations, new pharmacists. Congratulations, awardees. Congratulations. Please let's keep it up for the Vice Chancellor until he has left the hall. We thank you so much, sir. May God continue to be with you. And he has reminded us, every one of us, do not leave God out of your lives. Without God, we are nothing. Please be seated. It's therefore my pleasure now to invite today. I know that the Dean will be stepping in as the chairman of this occasion now that the Vice Chancellor has just stepped out. Can we please put a round of applause for the chairman of this occasion, the Dean of Pharmacy. Thank you so much. And so, it is my pleasure to invite the representative, the pharmacist, the first among the best, pharmacist Shonibare Oluwadamilola, to please give the valedictory speech on behalf of herself and the rest of our colleagues. You're welcome.
The Vice Chancellor, the Dean of Pharmacy, the Registrar, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, President, Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association, professors, lecturers, and other faculty members.